We are now in aspect 5 of our lecture 1, in which we are examining general principles of morality, and this is Stavani's chapter 4. Here we're going to look at a criticism of Kantianism, which is the conflict of duties problem, and we'll look at prima facie and duty ranking solution from D.W. Ross, a Kantian thinker. Likewise, the great thing about Kantianism is that it respects each person absolutely as an end in itself and has all these duties that spell that respect out on each occasion and in every aspect. The problem, however, is that this would lead to many conflicts among duties that Kantians would not be able to resolve. For example, there's a duty not to break promises, but I may have made promises or have other duties or obligations that, due to circumstances, cannot be fulfilled. I may have promised my friend to drive them to the airport, but another friend of mine has just become ill and needs to be taken to a hospital. Here, there's a conflict between my obligation to keep the promise to the first friend and an obligation to save the life of a second friend. A deontological thinker, W.D. Ross, suggests that in a case like this, we would rank our duties and recognize that a duty to save a life is greater than a duty to keep promises. When the promise is with regard to something less significant than a life. We may call Ross's theory of deontology an act deontology. In this sense, duties are not absolute, but must be kept, unless higher duties intervene and override lower duties. Thus, duties must be performed in the mode of all things being equal. In this sense, all duties are prima facie duties, according to Ross. In other words, at any moment, any duty can be overridden by a higher duty. But until that moment, the lower duty applies. Notice, however, Ross claims that moral duties are ranked in order of importance, not due to consequences in the utilitarian mode, but due to what is inherently right according to nature of persons that demands respect for persons, regardless of consequences of such respect.